What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we're going to talk about the elite mentality, how to get elite and what mentality you need. A lot of you guys are gold 1 players, some of you are close to elite, some of you are quite far away, but the most important thing is mentality. Why are so many players play like elite players, but why are they stuck in gold? Why are you always a couple of games away? It's always due to mentality. Simple things like, making mistakes, letting the ball go away from you, let the game go away from you. And just simple things like, you'll see sometimes you'll make small mistakes that you concede the first goal, then you try to come back, but you're angry and you play and you rush and you don't play properly. And this is what ultimately leads to not either A, beating the players that maybe not as good as you, and B, to conceding very cheap goals. This is in the game. I'll give you an example. So I played this game and look at what I'm doing with my centre backs. I'm running out of my centre backs. This is really bad gameplay. A lot of people here will capitulate and then they will start being, okay, the game's against me. It was that kind of kickoff. But the most important thing is to have the mental aspect to be in control of the game and understand. Just watch, for example, like here. Let's say, for example, I can't go forward. This example, when I ran out with my left back. Here I realized straight away that, I'm losing. I need to play calm. But you see, the key is, look, see how patient I am. See how I go back. A lot of players in gold, what they do is when they're in a situation, they force the ball to the striker. But look at that. I did a quick 1-2 backwards. Just by passing the ball to Blanc, I got it behind. I just wanted to say as well, if you do want to get better at FIFA, I do have a FIFA School series. These are complete in-depth videos that can't be found anywhere on YouTube. You can see a couple of examples yourself. These are complete in-depth. This is an example of the videos. The videos are not give you a tutorial and then have a walkthrough. Some of these videos are almost an hour long, but this is everything you need. So if you're below an elite player and you want access to the FIFA School, as you can see, there's many videos. You won't find any other series like this, and there's no other competition that can compete at the moment. So do check that out. A link will be in the description. So if you are below an elite player and you want to get to elite, this series can help you go to elite and understand the most elaborate and advanced gameplays, and it's so cheap as well. But anyway, back to the video. Link will be in the description and in the comment section down below. So like I was saying, the most important thing is mentality. Now, this is important. Now, people always overlook this and they always ask me, well, why are you talking so much about breaks? Why is breaks so important? Well, you see, people don't understand this. Some people are actually elite players, but the reason they don't get to elite is because they take small games and small games that they should be winning, and it should be an easy win, but they end up losing. Now, why? It's because of mentality. It's a simple thing of taking a break so you don't get frustrated. For example, at the end of this game, before this game, I lost the game. I went straight into a game. But the most important thing is to take a break. And everyone always asks me, well, I'm not going to take a 30-minute break. Well, I'm not asking you to take a 30-minute break. All I'm saying is just 5 minutes, literally just walk away from your screen. Go get a glass of water, but make sure you get up. Don't just sit on your phone, on your chair, look at the screen. Literally get your blood flowing, get up, go get a glass of water. And it's important. Number one, and there's scientific evidence behind this. Number one, you get cognitive fatigue and your cognitive abilities decrease, especially when you're losing. When you lose a game, even if you hit the post 3-4 times. Like I remember a game last week and I was 15-0. I lost the game where I hit the post 3 times, and the game shafted me because I scored a goal, but the referee I scored a goal, should I say? The referee blew the whistle, and it was a foul for no reason. Now, even though I was playing terrific that game, I never took a break. I went from 15-0 to 15-3. Now, this is something that I see quite a lot, and even happens to me. You see, a lot of pro players play 30 games in a row, but for them, their level, I'm not anywhere near their level, just for the matter of fact. But their level is so high. Like, you might see some of these streamers, they play 30 games on Friday. Their level is so high that even when they play bad, they're that good. But not all of us can do that. So, for example, I knew, even though I was playing amazing that game, because I was frustrated, the next game I went to 15-0 to 15-3, back-to-back losses. This is a big thing. The most important thing is literally just get up, move away from the screen. I like to also watch my games back. A lot of the times you'll see that the goals you concede are very silly goals. You're also the lack of creativity. This is one thing that people don't understand. When you rush, see there's 1-2 down the wing, a lot of players don't do that, especially a lot of players that are in gold. What happens is when you lose a game or you get shafted one game, or even if 5 games ago you lost, what happens is that you lose momentum and then you end up pushing the ball forward. The key thing is to be calm and go backwards. This is what elite players do. They be calm. Now, obviously, when you're angry, your creativity goes down. What I find, and from my coaching, what I found as well, right? A lot of people that, especially in gold, they'll get the ball and they'll try to do quick 1-2s with the strike as well. As much as you want to do that, you can't do that with this FIFA. You have to play slow, methodical football like this. Now, I agree it's not the most fun football. People are just parking a bus. But this is what you have to do to get past your opponent, because very rarely you're going to get to a good opponent. You're going to go against a good opponent that's going to leave you so much space. It's never going to happen. And it's why people, they struggle as well. it's kind of a thing as well with if you play a player that's not that good, but then you go into the next game and then you think it's easy because you won the last game, you end up losing. Remember, you can't win every game and you can't lose every game, right? There's no way you're going to get 30-0 and 0-30, especially if you're like a mid-tier player. Understand that. You're going to have to lose some games. Don't think every single game that you lost is a bad thing. Try to learn from it. Why did you lose the game? A lot of times I'll find that I lose games. I won't lie. Like, for example, this is a perfect game that I chose, right? This game, I hit the post. Well, I don't hit the post that many times, but I had so many one-on-ones. You'll see at the end of the game. I had so many one-on-ones, but end up missing my chances. Now, the key thing is you can be frustrated, but do not be frustrated when the game is on. If you want to be frustrated after the game, then vent your anger. Because you have to. I understand this. I'm honestly a calm person, but when it comes to this FIFA, it is a different story. There's so many chances like I had like this when I was thinking, hang on, that should be going in. The most important thing is if you ever are angry, just pause again. It's a tip that I give to people. If, for example, you find that you're not playing well, maybe you're rushing the ball forward too much, what I'd recommend is just to literally just pause the game. You have 30 seconds. Just calm yourself. Have a glass of water, maybe just sip your tea, whatever, and just relax. Because it's important, because if you keep playing when you're angry, you're just going to go backwards. This is why people get back-to-back losses. Now, normally when you get back-to-back losses, sometimes you will get one, you'll get 2 good plays in a row, but it's very rare for that to happen, especially if you're like a goal 2 player. Most of the time people, they go into their first game, they'll win a game, they'll get angry when they lose the next game after that, and the third game, they will lose that one as well. Very simply because they rush. Now, one thing I would say is don't get baited as well by your opponents. They're going to start shushing you. Now, I'll be honest, look, people are going to say this. I'll be honest, I don't shush people. I only shush people who legit just pass the ball around the box. Because there's some people in this community, I don't know for what reason or why not, they legit spend their entire game passing around the back. I don't mean literally like holding possession and trying to go for the ball. I mean literally they'll lob the ball from fullback to fullback the entire game, passing back to their goalkeeper. They're not even playing the game anymore. At that moment of time, they're legit, they're just waiting for you to get angry. They shouldn't be able to do that. So apart from that, I don't do that. But some people are going to shush you for no reason. All they're trying to do is antagonize you. Don't ever fall for it. If someone shushes you, just laugh it off. Literally just laugh. Because if you, what happens is if someone shushes me, that's it. I'm going serious. Some people, they get mad, they start, getting, oh, why is this guy shushing me? Which we all do that. But if someone shushes me, that's it. Believe me, if I'm streaming, by the way, I do stream on twitch.tv/NealGuides. But if I do stream, believe me, I'm putting the chat to the side. I'm not looking at the chat and I'm making sure I win that game. So if someone shushes you, motivate that. Don't think, oh, okay, yeah, he shushed me now, I'm angry and all this. Because at the end of the day, look, for example, like here, look, this is this really stupid goal that I gave away. Just watch. For example, I had the ball from a goal kick, right? Watch. I had so much time on the ball, but I decided to rush it. Why did I make a pass here? I made a pass, I ended up losing the ball. And you see, this is the thing. Sometimes the game's going to shaft you. Sometimes you'll make a mistake. And sometimes, you won't make a mistake and then the game will shaft you. Here, I'll be honest, I thought I defended somewhat decent, but ended up being transparent to being nothing. At the end of the day, that was my fault. Yes, sometimes the game can give you an unlucky deflection, but the key thing is you can only control what's in your control. Don't worry. For example, like that goal kick, it was my fault. Renato Sanchez, looking back now, at the moment, in that moment of time, maybe I was angry thinking, you know what, in that game, I was angry. I shouldn't have conceded that goal. But looking back now, Renato Sanchez, I should have controlled the ball. There was no one near me. Should have held L2, controlled the ball, and then passed the ball. I shouldn't have got angry. And for example, like here, looking at how many goals, like see, I never look at how many shots my opponent has. I'll explain to you why this is important. This is why people capitulate. At halftime, never look at how many, even if you have 10 shots on goal, never look at it because it makes no difference. Because if I shoot the ball from the halfway line 50 times and I have 50 shots on target, does that mean I deserve to score? No. I'm not saying I'm going to shoot from the halfway line, but I'm saying, you know how easy it is to rack up stats. You can literally shoot from anywhere. If the goalkeeper catches it, it's on target. Now, I only shoot when it's a guaranteed shot on target. So if I have a chance to score, I will go backwards and only shoot if I know it's going to be a goal. So don't ever look at stats and think, oh, why haven't I scored? I've had 10 shots, he's only had 2. This is why people get frustrated. Ignore the stats. Forget about it. People at halftime, this is such a common thing. They're drawing 2-2. They end up losing the game because they look at stats. For example, like they look at the stats, be like, okay, you know what? He had 2 shots on goal. I had 6. I should be winning. You do that. Honestly, you're putting yourself on a back foot. Don't think about it. Even like here, watch. I'm trying to create the perfect angle. You see this? I'm being patient. If, for example, like that was, I'll be honest, a heated shot. I shouldn't have taken that shot. I should have maybe angled it a bit better in all honesty. But again, at this point, you can see I was getting frustrated. The key thing is don't get frustrated and pause the game. And this is another thing. This is also really important. If you play a player that's not as good as you, let's say you thrash him and it's 3-0, the worst thing you can do is stop playing. A lot of people, I see this as well, right? You might go up against an opponent and you know what? He doesn't want to quit. He doesn't want to quit because he wants rival points. He wants to sit there and waste your time. You might be 3-0 up in 10 minutes. Keep going at him and keep going at him hard. Don't ever let your foot off the gas, because what happens is people don't realize if you let your foot off the gas, the next game you go into, you lose the next game. Do you know how many games I've had where I'll be up 3-0, then the person will put the controller down, put the wire around his controller and just be AFK, and I'll just sit back, relax, or you'll pass around the back. If you don't concentrate and you don't go full pedal to the metal and you're not playing 100%, the next game you're going to suffer so bad. It's really important. So if someone puts the controller down, it doesn't matter. You keep going at him. You act like you're playing E-World Cup final. You act like, you know, every goal that you score is going to give you more goal difference, because if you don't do that and you play lax, you're going to get in trouble. Like, for example, like here, a simple mistake like that, it could be a difference. I said, look, at that situation, it happened. Like, I'll be honest, this whole situation, at the end of the day, it was my fault. I had the ball with Semedo. I cheaply gave the ball away. Look over here. I saw him coming towards me. I should have ball rolled away. Yes, I had a bit of delay. I was spamming there. I remember I was pressing the tackle button there. Yes, I had delay. But at the end of the day, I lost the ball. And then look, yes, I agree. The game almost shafted me at this point. You know, simply at the end, I thought I defended it somewhat decent. But I ended up doing very bad. He ends up having a shot with Pepe's right foot and almost spills him. But you see, the most important thing is I could have avoided that in the beginning. But again, don't get baited. And also, everyone's at different levels. Just let me give you an example, right? Just because someone watches my videos and they go from like Silver 1 to Elite 3, because it's happened many times. Some people can't go from Gold 1 to Elite 3 in a couple of months. Everyone is at different levels of the game. The most important thing is work on what you're good at. That's what my FIFA School series is there. My FIFA School series is there because it's a progressive learning system. Each episode goes up in difficulty, level on level, and you become better and better by each episode you watch. Remember, reactions and reflexes, you're born with them. Some people naturally have better, like if you play CSGO, some people naturally have better reflexes and reactions. You're born with them. Some people have better electrical impulses, faster rates, they're going down their nerves or whatever, and they can react better. Some people, like us, we can learn better reflexes. For example, like here, I thought I should have gone in with Team the Akante. But some of us, we can learn to have better reflexes. We can over time train. But there's nothing we can do if we can't control it. Don't think, okay, you know what? A lot of people, I'll be honest, you'll be surprised. A lot of you guys that watch these videos, most of you guys are 35, surprisingly or not. Now, most of you guys always say to me, oh, you know what, I'm old. It shouldn't be an excuse. There's so many good players out there that are good. The most important thing is persistence. Worry about what you can control. Have the elite mentality. Don't worry, don't panic. If, for example, you go 1-0 down in a game, don't think, okay, you know what, I'm 1-0 down. I'm struggling. I'm going to start playing rushing. I'm going to go all out attack. Play conservatively. If you really can't score, then go to attacking formation. If you can see the first goal, you're in trouble. Be patient. Look how patient I am. Look at that, for example, like here. A goal player here, what they will do is they'll make this pass immediately there. But you see, look, I just played for time, waited for the perfect opportunity, and then I made the pass. So the most important thing is being patient. Don't rush. Be patient. It's really, really important. If you lose a game, take a break. Don't get baited. And this will come over time. I'll be honest, this game, it gets us all heated. Myself included. I think I'm relatively quite a calm person. But when it comes to FIFA, it turns you into a different animal. So that's what I'm trying to say. Just remain calm. A lot of things you can't control. The most important thing is control and work on what you can control. There is going to be delay. I'm not going to deny. You probably see me, I DC in my games. I get frustrated because I'll be honest, for me, it's more like with myself. Like, for example, like here, that should be a goal. In my eyes, that should be a goal. I think I did that perfectly here. I waited for a Neymar, go into a position, do a scoop turn, create the 45-degree angle. And in my opinion, 2.5 bars of power, almost 3 bars, that should be a goal. The game's going to shuffle sometimes. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, just take a break. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video because everyone always asks me, don't I get angry when I lose? The truth is, we all get angry. I get angry as well. You're going to have many chances in a game. The most important thing is don't get baited. Worst thing at the end of the day, just remember this is just a game. Some people are going to play the game like they're playing for an E-World Cup final. A lot of the times, this is for me. Some people always ask me, oh, why do I just stop at Elite 3? Why don't I just go on? Well, you see, I'm more than happy getting 25 wins, 26 wins in a weekend league by looking at the chat, reading the chat the entire time and having fun. I'm more than happy by doing that. Yes, I could go in further and play trial, maybe get a couple of more wins. But is it worth it? So I'm going to say to you as well, look, once you get better at FIFA, you're going to reach a level where you're going to be at my stage where you're like, you know what? Maybe it's not worth going that far. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. As you can see, here's another game. Like here, look, a green time shot. Look, this is the funniest one. Look at this one. I thought I did perfectly here. Look, one half drag back Elastico. For some reason, Elastico goes so far away. I don't know why, because there's not chaining a skill move there. There's only 2 skill moves. Get the ball over here with Eusebio. do a drive back into the space, even do a green time shot, and look at that, and it misses. Somehow he gets injured midway. But yeah, that's just the perfect example. As I said, happens to the best of us. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Best of luck. As I said, FIFA School link will be down below in the description. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.